Hello guys and welcome to my new video, and today we'll talk about the gubernatorial race that will happen in Michigan this year in 2026, a very competitive race that will be between James, Benson and Duggan. Very important race because we'll have, as you can see here, three candidates, okay? And two of them are Democrats, Duggan and Benson, okay? But Mike Duggan is the incumbent mayor of Detroit, a very democratic city, as you know. And he is, I think, a progressive. Okay, that's why he's now trying to be the next governor of Michigan. As you can see here, he was a Democrat, and right now, after all of these attempts, to be governor, he will now be a independent because probably Benson, it's very hard at least to be a progressive and win the Democratic primary. Okay, and that's why he's just now an independent trying to be the governor of Michigan, focusing on the split between James and Benson. Okay, it will be very, very hard. I just want to say this, okay? For Michigan, and this might be a very important chance for the Republicans to actually pick the gubernatorial part in Michigan. Okay, that's why I'm saying right now James probably is the favorite. Okay, he's leading by an average of 4 between all the polls we have, 6, 1, and 5. And as you can see here as well, we do have here more races, more polls, and Benson +1, +3. But now this is changing. This is more like from May and from March. These are the newest polls, and you see James is leading in all of them. What is very interesting because Gretchen Whitmer won here by around 11 points in Michigan in 2022 by a very big margin, especially because she was able to get votes out of Detroit, 71 to 28 in Detroit, also get able in the suburbs of Oakland County, and try and get a good percentage in Macomb County, okay? Trump on here in 2016, in 2020, in 2024, but Gretchen Whitmer was able to win this in 2022 because she was able to catch the union people that work here in the auto industries here that are very likely to vote for Trump, but actually voted for Gretchen Whitmer, the Democrat incumbent there. Also, she was able to catch up young voters in Washington County, okay? A very important aspect of all the Democratic Party people there. It's the University of Michigan, I think. It's the city of Ann Arbor. Very important for any Democrat to run it up the margins. And this was actually impressive, okay? Also, she did very well in Grand Rapids, Kent County, the suburbs of Grand Rapids. Also, a very important point for Democrats to do well, and she actually did. Kalamazoo as well, Lansing, and here in Genesee County and Saginaw County. This is usually one of the bellwether counties in Michigan, and she won by 8, and Trump won here in 2024, as you know. And what's very interesting about this, you can say that she was a great candidate, but also the Republicans were actually Tucker Dixon, who is not the best candidate, to be honest, in this race. And she actually lost because of her not so great performance in everything, to be honest. And as you see here, she did poorly in many of the counties that Trump actually did well. For example, Eaton County, Trump won this, I think, and she lost by 10, so it was actually not great. Now I just want to say I'm going to do a map. I'm going to show you a map of what I think is probably possible according to the election that will happen in 2026 per county, okay? I will do that. So guys, I think this will be the map, to be honest, in the Michigan gubernatorial race. I can explain you why I chose this, to be honest. And as you can see here, we have Detroit, Wayne County, and also Ann Arbor, which is Washington County for Duggan, okay? Because I think he will win both counties, okay? Very democratic, very progressive. Probably he will do well. And the Democratic nominee is gonna win the state capital. I think Lansing here, Ingham County, and also Kalamazoo County. Those are be the two Democratic counties, and the rest is gonna be Republican. Why? Because Oakland County is Democratic, but this is another problem. Genesee as well. But as we have a Democratic and Democratic now independent stealing, not stealing in the bad term, but stealing at least is taking away some votes out of the Democratic candidate. I think this is the reason why this is going to be Republican, okay? Macomb County is Republican, of course, but as you can see here, also the subs off, and this will be a blowout for the Republicans because of all the split between the Democratic candidate and also the independent for supporting the independent that is the Democrat candidate, okay? Mac Duggan here, he was the highest approval rating in any mayor of Detroit with over 68%, and this is why I think he will do well in this part of the county. I just want to say here something to you. Probably here he will do around 60% plus for him, and he will do very poorly in all of the states. Okay, I mean in all of this part he will do very poorly. If you wanna have my opinion, okay, he will do very poorly like in all of these sports, like having 10 less than 10% or even less than that. But he will do very well in Washington County and in Wayne County, probably getting like 60 here and 70 here, getting what a Democrat gets because he's so popular there. Okay, as you can see here, they're gonna left to run here. We don't have the Democratic and Republican nominees, but at least we are expected to see the Republican to be James and Benson to be for the Democratic, at least right now. And as you can see here, he's raising so much money. I don't know if you do have here the other. We do have like 4.7 for Benson, and for the Republicans, it's 5.9. Mike Cox, okay. And here okay, John James as well, 3.6, so actually have a lot. But if you go to the independents, he has almost the same as the Democratic nominee, even though he's an independent. So this is actually interesting. You have a lot of toss-ups now, gradings, predictions from the various aggregate pollsters. But I do think you have a lot of support from Mike Duggan as well. A lot of the Democratic, a lot of labor unions is considered, and also Democratic progressive way to go, progressive part of the party. And as you can see here, John James leading the newest polls, but Mike Duggan probably getting 20% just out of Detroit and Washington County. Otherwise, it will not be great for him, okay, because he was actually only able to do well in those two counties, okay. He was probably going to win in Detroit and all of the municipalities here around it, but the rest will be a very tough job, I mean, for John James to win and to actually do something. But guys, this was the video. I hope you liked the video. This is one of the most competitive races for 2026. One of the most interesting as well. And the Democratic Progressive might steal the Democratic nominee to win there. It will be very interesting to watch. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this video if you like the video as well. And we'll see you in the next video. And I just want to say again, because we're in the first videos of 2026, I wish you all a very happy 2026. Thank you, and I'll see you the next.